Oh hey, I didn't see you there.
So I've brought up my distaste for tweened animations on a couple of occasions, and that I heavily prefer the traditional hand-drawn method much more. A lot of people like to harp on me for this apparently unpopular opinion, so I wanted to justify my argument with a video and a more in-depth explanation than I could ever write in a comment. So to start off, let's talk about what tweened animations actually are, as there are a lot of misconceptions on what tweening is. Tweening, short for in-betweening, is a kind of animation technique utilized by breaking up a character into multiple parts or layers, and manipulating them in a certain way to create the illusion of movement. It is most commonly used in cartoon shows or in animated media where a lot of content has to be put out at a very fast rate. For large companies, it's obvious why this process is used in place of hand-drawn animation, and is usually made to appeal to a younger and less critical audience. Puppeting is a little bit different, as it relies on a kind of digital character or skeleton for movement, and it's a bit more organized and professional than what you've probably seen on YouTube from those who just do it as a hobby. A lot of people are under the impression that I hate tweening, but that's not the entire truth. When it's done right, tweening can look incredibly polished and professional, and as a whole, take just as much effort as hand-drawn animation would. Take YouTube animator John Kagor, for example, who could have easily fooled me with his amazing animations that are made up mostly out of tweens. Perhaps that's biased of me, as I like tween stuff more the closer it compares to hand-drawn animation, but that's probably just me. One prevalent reason people like tweened animation is because of how smooth it is compared to hand-drawn animation, which can look choppy if not done quote-unquote properly. Tweening has its own charm, and I completely acknowledge it as a legitimate form of animation. However, I do not think tweening is a completely appropriate replacement for hand-drawn animation. No matter how fluid tweened animations are, I don't think they could ever truly compare to drawing animations frame by frame. It just doesn't work in the same way, or give off the same effect. It's totally possible to distinguish the two as just two different ways of doing one thing and appreciate them both equally. I just don't. Then again, these are all my opinions, and it's completely fine to disagree with me. I am in no way trying to slander or disrespect tweening animators or how they choose to animate. As long as you love what you do and it's benefiting you in a positive way, I really don't care what you do.